Right now, the Ernest N. Morial Convention Center is the epicenter of technical knowledge in the E&P industry. Hi, I'm Ed Highland. This is SPE-TV. Let's go inside and see what's happening at the 89th SPE Annual Technical Conference and Exhibition. The exhibition is full of products for the E&P industry. Engineers, scientists, managers, and executives are getting information firsthand from more than 400 exhibiting companies. All this presents a win-win atmosphere for attendees and exhibitors.
We're meeting our engineering community, who are really our prime customers, and I'd have to say the traffic at the booth yesterday was phenomenal.
There's a big technical community that comes to SPE, and what we sell is directed specifically for the technical community. So it's exciting to see them take interest in what we have, and that's why we keep coming back.
I think just the networking, that opportunity to get closer to our customers and fellow competitors, to make sure that we learn as much as we can about the industry and what's going on, the new advances that are in the industry today. It's a great networking opportunity.
From disconnect tools to wireless reservoir surveillance, SPE-TV's Carrie Farinack has more innovative ideas from the JPT Young Technology Showcase.
Thanks, Ed. Today's presenters focused on smart technology that is just now being introduced to the industry. For example, the Power Drive Archer. By design, it delivers well profiles that were previously possible only with motors.
Very high dog legs, consistent dog leg assurance in wells that don't need so much dog leg, and easy to control. Drill lateral wells, geostereo wells, maximum reservoir exposure, minimum time to drill, and clean, smooth well bores.
To the world's first hydroelectric disconnect tool, which can address critical issues like replacing failed or not functioning safety valves.
It's best to have a technology like the disconnect tool that lets you leave the intelligent completion in the hole, just pull the upper completion out, replace your safety valve, and then go back in and latch back again and getting full functionality back again.
And a groundbreaking intelligent tracer. The device is wireless, and it gives operators key data about what flows from where and how much is flowing without adding any risk or complexity to completion.
The beauty about this little piece of intelligent tracer here is that you don't modify anything in your completion, and you get a lot of insight on what's happening downhole, and that enables the operators to maximize production at the end of the day.
Just a reminder, the Young Technology and Hot Topics Showcase is located at the back of Hall E across from the PEMEX booth. Ed, back to you.
The organization that puts on ATCE is expanding to service more members and in new ways. Attendees of ATCE are learning about all this at the SPE Pavilion in Hall E at ATCE. Over the last couple of years, SPE as an organization has reflected on its tremendous growth and developed a plan for the next 5 to 10 years.
We're going to focus even more resources on improving the way people share knowledge. We're going to invest even more resources on creating programs to help young people adapt to the industry, to take on more autonomy in their jobs earlier in their career. We're going to devote more resources to educating the public about our industry and more resources to promoting professionalism in our industry. That, in a nutshell, is what the strategic plan is all about.
SPE now has 260 student chapters, 190 local sections, and more than 150 staff outside the U.S., supporting members close to where they live. One new program supports faculty at universities with petroleum engineering programs. SPE plans to provide research funds and teaching awards to faculty around the world, which will help grow the number and quality of engineers for the industry. Uniting academia and industry was also the topic for this session, featuring a panel of experts from both sides. Henry Edmundson from SCHLUMBERGER says they are making their relationship with universities a top priority, and other companies should do the same.
So that the key is maintaining constant relationships with the universities. And what the universities hate is companies that come and go and then disappear, and then when things get good again, they come back.
All the panelists agree that collaboration is key.
Have a few graduates, maybe 10 or 15% that don't have jobs. The reason is we don't have enough companies that come to campus and interview. So it has to be coordinated between the academic side and the industry side.
A major goal of SPE is to help the industry share knowledge. One new way is the free digital tool, SPE Connect. Keep your ATCE conversations going through this online community. It's made especially for you to meet and connect with other SPE members. Be sure to check out the SPE Connect booth. You can get a free professional headshot taken to use for your online profile. And while you're there, you can enter to win an iPad mini. SPE Connect is a great way to stay in touch with your colleagues around the world. Download the mobile app or log on to the web version at SPE.org. Collaborate, communicate, and connect on SPE Connect. The growing technical discipline of projects, facilities, and construction is a major focus of this year's ATCE, and PFC pros are taking full advantage of the opportunity to connect with each other.
You're getting people who actually have a common discipline, and you're getting to talk together, and they're from all over the world in different countries, so it makes an interesting way of doing things.
Reservoir engineers have a different point of view than facilities engineer. They understand the uncertainties. Process facilities engineers tend to look at one deterministic approach. Reservoir engineers need to handle a large number of uncertainties, so that is why it's important to bring everybody together.
Actually, we should work including the upstream guys that come before us, so we can reduce, in a sense, the interfacial tensions, using a technical term, so we can coalesce and work together to address those problems.
I think that the SPE provides a start opportunity, a very open opportunity for all of us to be able to gather in just one setting like this, you know, the best examples, ideas, and again, best practices of the industry in these important topics of today.
The Distinguished Lecturer Program is one of SPE's signature initiatives. Current and past distinguished lecturers were honored during a special breakfast here at ATCE. One of the future goals for the program is to increase outreach to grow the pool of applicants.
I think the idea is to share knowledge and experience, especially with the younger generation, especially because there is a huge crew change. You noticed here today, a lot of the older distinguished lecturers are, people who will be getting off. And we need that young generation to come in and be distinguished and take on what we leave off. So I think that outreach is critical.
There was also discussion about growing the online webinar program and live streaming lectures to a global audience. Check out SPE.org/DL to find out more about the DL program and to see a current schedule of lectures. We fracked the well. Now what? That was the topic for a special session featuring moderator James Pappas and 5 experts on the long-term viability of oil and gas production from reservoirs.
When we start talking about shale, the rock is so tight that it acts differently. So what we commonly thought of as being laws are now being challenged because we're recognizing that we don't have all the tools that we need in front of us. And so we're learning as we go. That's a difficult thing to do.
Another key message was about the importance of collaboration among all the disciplines to ensure a holistic approach to long-term production. As companies continue to grow, production monitoring and control system technologies are becoming more crucial, which is why they were the focus of the Research and Development Technical Session Topical Luncheon, and a great place to have an open discussion.
And getting people to come together at the same table, same time, and look at the same information to solve a problem.
A panel consisting of industry experts discussed current issues, future needs, and the challenges that must be addressed. Virtually every well in the world has some aspect of monitoring, and each expert spoke on a specific aspect, one being the outlook for the future.
We can go into the wells and we can extract some data, but what we want to do is to get sensors down there so they can be coming to us all the time. It's like the rest of the world where we get all kinds of information all the time continuously, but down there in those well bores is very difficult.
But with more research and development of these technologies, they hope to reduce operating costs and increase production rates in the near future. At every ATCE, attendees learn something new that will help them on the job or advance their careers.
This is the single event that brings people from all over the world, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, China, that everyone is talking about what's going on now in the industry. This is the most critical petroleum engineering or petroleum industry event in the world.
A lot of good stuff, just kind of getting familiar with some of the products, going to technical seminars. Some of the stuff I've been to, like the directional drilling stuff, was of interest to me.
But we always like to keep a lot of good, close contacts with all the vendors and manufacturers and learn about everything that's going on in the industry and new technology.
After a busy day, E&P professionals will experience New Orleans and connect with each other. And you can connect with SPE too. Follow us on Twitter, #ATCE. Like us on Facebook or connect on LinkedIn. I'm Ed Highland for SPE-TV. Thanks for watching.